Hotep family, it's your boy, Bro.shawn, Kemet Spiritual Center, coming at you real quick. Um, the other day, Brother Samuel Muhammad posted a picture of an article that was in our local rag newspaper, the Canton Repository here in Canton, Ohio. And it was a depiction of um, our ancestors' Middle Passage journey from Africa to America during the slave trade. And they used this cartoon drawing as an advertisement for seating in airplanes, and a lot of folks found it offensive. And coming with that Black African power, so did I. So I wrote the repository. I sent them an email, letter to the editor, and basically saying, how insensitive it was for them to use this as an advertisement for airplane travel. And I got a response back, and basically what I said was that it was insensitive. You would not use a cartoon character of a Holocaust survivor for an advertisement for malnutrition or for food supplements. And the young lady that responded back, her name is Gail Beck. She's the editorial page editor. And this was on Monday. She also CC'd it to a Cherry Haight. I guess she's one of the persons who basically put this advertisement out. And basically, she says, I'm going to paraphrase some of it, but I'm trying to upload the actual letter and response back from the repository on Facebook. I have a friend of mine that's trying to do it also, because I sent it from my iPhone. And it basically says, thank you, Mr. West. We certainly intended no offense to anyone in using the editorial cartoon you are writing about. The editor's cartoons are not drawn locally and don't represent the newspaper's opinion. And she goes on to say, I'm basically breaking it down. Beyond that, and more important, we didn't recognize the significance of the drawing, believing that it was a generic representation of steerage compartment of a ship carrying immigrants. Now, how ignorant do you have to be as far as American history to know when you see a picture like that? First of all, immigrants weren't, you know, planked on top of each other in the bows of ships. Basically they hid out in the cargo areas and the engine compartments and stuff like that. They weren't stacked on top of each other. And which brings me to another point. You young brothers, you with your ignorant asses out there doing this planking game, I want y'all to understand where that came from. That's where this shit came from our ancestors being planked on top of each other, chained together in the bows of slave ships. So when you posted that bull crap on Facebook planking, know where the hell it came from. I know you little ignorant bastards, don't really recognize the significance that our ancestors had made as far as the slave trade. You benefiting now from the fruits of their labors. We're standing on the shoulders of the ancestors, and your parents need to be checking your little bitch made asses about it. If you that damn stupid as far as your history, then you need to be spanked. But getting back to the repositories response back, and basically she says, we didn't recognize it. And I told her, I said, well, if you understand American history or had some black writers or correspondents on your paper, or you asked one of them about it, they would have told you how insensitive that was. Like I said, if you used a portrait of someone from the Holocaust as reference for an advertisement, your paper would probably be shut down and you wouldn't have a job, because the ADL and other Jewish organizations would have made sure your butt didn't have a job. But because it's African Americans, you feel as though we don't warrant that same respect. What 6 million Jews compared to 120 million that they know of? So, I'm just saying, family, and this is no disrespect to the Holocaust, survivors, because we know it was a terrible thing. But we also know that there were so-called European agnostic Jews who financed Hitler, So in my closing, I just want to say that, Black African family, we need to start standing up, tying our money together, become the economic power that we are, and quit being consumers. Be producers. Be smart with our money and our spending power. You know, as far as world economies, African Americans in the United States are like number 5 as far as spending. But our money only recirculates in our community one time. Europeans is more like 5 or 6. Asians is 4 or 5. Even Latinos recirculate their money more than we do, like 2 times, 2 or 3 times. We so busy when we get a little piece of change, we go spend it with the white man, which is crazy. So let's get it together. Everyone should write the Canton Repository. And Gail Beck in particular, and let her know, that we're not going to take this crap. First of all, we don't respect the repository anyway. But second of all, we can get a hold of the folks who advertise in that paper and let them know, how we feel. So as I say, brothers and sisters, it's all about love, for, my black people and my Latino people and my Native American people, because I'm part of that family as well. So let's get it together, Canton, Stark County, and the rest of the country, the black community. Hotep, this your brother Shawn West. You can hit me up on Facebook, Brother Shawn West. You can email me, no thugs 2003 yahoo.com, or just hit me up on Facebook. I'll get back at you. We can get together and speak about some things. Also hit up, Sonetta TV, the Amaran Squad, General Surah Superseti, um, Afri Energy, T West, and a couple of the other brothers, brother Shaka Atmos, and we can get this Black African power back together, and get these folks in line, and make it do what it do. Hotep family, one love, one peace.